Hey Tankers, Bonsai Duck here. Welcome to another week of Tanker Chat. Alright, here we are. We're back in my garage. As you can see, we have my Centurion 5.1 up there. And that is for a specific reason. I have recently reached out to a tanker by the name of Noble Wolf, which I'm sure some of you are very familiar with. He is with the Clan Film. He's done some work for Guido 1212. He did the Clan logo for GFLC. I've seen him do some other work for some other tankers, and I've seen his artwork on his website. I'll try to put the link in the description for you if you want to take a look. But I reached out to Noble Wolf, and I said, hey, would you mind redoing the Bonsai Duck logo? And he said, sure. And we worked on it, and he did the work. I just kind of gave him my thoughts, and I pretty much gave him creative license to do whatever he wanted to do. I wanted it more cartoonish as opposed to what I currently have. And lo and behold, and I would say once he was able to really start focusing on it, it took less than a week. And he, I think, has done some really good work. So I'm going to show you what he's got here as soon as I bring it over here. And there is the first logo. All right. And we got Bonsai Duck here. And these are the actual Japanese characters for bonsai. And these are the actual kanja, I want to say. I hope I'm saying that right. For duck. All right. Next we have Bonsai Duck in the Centurion 5.1. And that is just a great picture. As you see, I'm yelling at the RNG, getting ready to throw a sable round downfield, and I mean it's just classic. I'm losing my mind. I've got an eye that's wigging out. It's great. So there's that one, and then we have the last one here, which is just a color got a colored background as the other one. So shout out to Noble Wolf. Thank you very much for these. I am working on trying to get all my logos updated, so I'll be doing that tonight. That's pretty much it. So Noble Wolf from the Clan Film. I would strongly urge, if you've got some graphic work that you would like done, you'd like maybe a drawing on a picture. I know I'm pimping you out here, Noble. But contact him. He does great work. Noble, you deserve everything that you get from this. You really need to start selling your artwork, and I think you could easily make a killing with some of these streamers and your artwork. So I hope that's working for you. But shout out to Noble Wolf, and thank you very much for the work you did. I love them. My family thinks they're the best that they've seen. So to that, we will move on to channel news. All right, well, channel news. Well, other than the brand new logos, which will be coming out on Twitch and YouTube and all that, and I mean, just it's going to take a lot. It's going to take some time to get those done. We are doing fine on YouTube, obviously. Doing fine on Twitch. Streamed a lot of Frontlines. And shout out to Mr. Beetlebum for dropping in and raiding my channel. I appreciate that. And to all the folks who joined, thank you for joining or followed. Thank you for following. To my regulars, I greatly appreciate you hanging out with me on Frontlines and putting up with me while I ground through those and got that done. So, but we'll talk about Frontlines a little bit later in the video. Otherwise, the channel's doing fine. I mean, everything's fine. I'm trying to find different avenues to promote the channel to bring more viewers to it. So, if anybody has any ideas, I'd greatly appreciate your feedback. I'm posting it all over the forums and been putting links in the Reddit in the Reddit page and on Discord. So I'm trying to saturate the market. But anyway, keep the videos coming. I've got a list. I've still got some 1.7.1s to do. And then I'm going to be moving into the 1.8s just in time for them to probably upgrade to 1.9 or 1.81 or whatever the hell they're going to do next. So we'll just keep plugging them away. As far as streaming, due to the coronavirus, My son-in-law, my daughter, and my son-in-law, and my grandkids, they live with us here in Texas until they can get on their feet and get their own house and stuff like that. Um, but my son-in-law's company has pretty much sent him home to work from home. Not that he's in quarantine or anything; he's not sick or anything like that. They just are one of those companies that's being proactive. So for the short period duration, I don't know how long it is, he will be sharing my office with me and my wife, and it's a fairly tight office. So I came in this morning to start my videos and do all that, and then he started work at 8 a.m. and he works for an insurance company, so he was taking calls. So it was very hard for both of us to be in here at the same time, and he needed to do his job. So I got kicked out. My studio is being used by my grandson as his bedroom, so I'm here in the office sharing it with my wife and my son-in-law. So what that's going to do is it's going to cause me. I'm having to revamp my schedule for the channel, right? So I don't think I'll be able to do any streaming on Saturdays anymore. I will try to get a stream in, but if I can't, I can't. Sundays are definite. I can do that because he's not working, obviously. And then what that also causes is videos are being done in the evening. I generally like to get the Tanker Chat out in the early morning of Saturday, early to mid morning. At this point, it's going to be, I'll release it as soon as I'm done with it tonight. And then it'll be there tomorrow morning when you guys get up. So some of the information will be a little bit old. So I really won't talk much about missions and stuff like that because you probably already know about it. But as far as the videos and stuff, it's just changing the time in which I'm able to do them. But it shouldn't slow anything down other than changing the streaming. The streaming on weeknights is going to be late because he works a swing shift. So he gets off at 8 p.m. So pretty much that's when I can start. So my streams will be a little bit later. Usually I generally start them somewhere between 6:30 p.m. Or 7. Now they're going to be starting between 8 and 8:15 at night. And I'm going to have to keep them to roughly the 2 hours. Otherwise, I'm not going to get up in the morning. So, but that's pretty much it for channel news. Next, let's check out the website. Alrighty, so what do we got on the website? Well, Frontlines 2020 Stage 1 is still going until midnight Sunday night, or midnight Monday morning. So actually it ends in one day. It will cease to exist. Ceasefire starts at 1 and or 3 a.m. my time, and that's it. So if you haven't completed it yet, complete it. Like I said, I did mine in roughly 3 days, and that was a lot of fun. Got to platoon with some players, Noble Wolf, Pirani, and Toof on stream, so that was great. Enjoyed that. Nordic Ice Wolf, got to platoon with him, and Papa John, so from the X-Fog clan. So really, platoons is the way to do it, is the way to do Frontlines, and I enjoyed it. I know there's a lot of people out there complaining about it and they don't like it and all that, but I find it enjoyable. And honestly, the wheeled vehicles weren't that treacherous. I mean, as much as I do despise them, they weren't that treacherous this time. But we do have some busy time coming up. Frontlines is ending on Sunday night, and then right after that we've got Ranked Battles Season 2 coming up, and that's going to run us till April 4th. And I don't think I'll be doing a lot of ranked battles. I will be doing some, probably not enough to get the tank, the Kampfpanzer 50T, tier 9. But I will be playing some ranked battles. And then let's get back to the webpage here. And then right in the middle of that, we will have Global Map Season 14. So all you Clan War guys will be out there doing that. And not to mention that in the middle, right in the middle of Frontlines, we had Battle Pass. So, I mean, it's just one thing after another. Bang, 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 right? But that's what they said was going to happen this year when they had their big get-together. They said they were going to keep us on our toes and keep throwing stuff at us. So, let's hope that happens and keeps going, right? Scorpion and, Scorpion G's are for sale. The Fury is for sale. We had Claim Care Package Battle Pass, so Twitch Care Package Zulu ended, and that was supposed to be the last one. Well, apparently they just brought it in again with at least for the Battle Pass, and that gets you some nice rentals on the T27 and the Skoda T40. Now I like the T27, never really did like the T40, and of course some missions. So hey, if you've got Amazon Prime, might as well hook it up to your Twitch account, and then give the subscription to Bonsai Duck on Twitch because you get a free one every month was with your Amazon Prime, and then get the loot. So let's see. Let's go back into the client here and talk a little bit about Battle Pass and Frontlines. So I guess this would be your soup du jour. Anyway, Battle Pass. Battle Pass. I've seen a lot of pros and cons about it. Is it a paywall? Is it pay to play? So on and so forth. In some ways, I think it is, and in some ways, I think it isn't. Right? Because your free to play players, everybody gets the base rewards. Right? Everybody gets this, and then you 50 points per stage or level, whatever they're calling it, and you get something at that level. If you have the gold, you can buy the improved rewards, and then you can get another set of rewards for every stage. That to me is, if I have the gold, why not? What am I going to do with the gold? That's one question I've heard asked is, what are you going to do with it? You can't exchange it back and get the money that you spent to get it, because Lord knows we all bought the loot boxes, and that's where all the gold came from, right? And yeah, I spent money for Christmas, but I'm what you would probably call a wallet warrior, because I have the disposable income and I can choose to do with it what I will. And I also do a lot of that for the channel so that I can show you guys what's going on. I'm not a CC, so I don't get handed stuff. So I have to go out and purchase it and say, hey, look, this is what we're doing. This is what's happening. This is how you do it, so on and so forth. So I guess that's, for me, I ended up with a lot of gold. So yeah, I did. I spent 6,500 gold. I was almost at 200,000 gold. So, and I got the improved rewards. That in turn allowed me to the next possible paywall. And some people think that that's a paywall. I don't necessarily, it's a paywall. I do think that, for those guys, for those tankers that, young kids or, struggling, youth, since I'm probably one of the older players in the game, you don't have that disposable income, so it does create that paywall there. But the one that I really struggle with is the ability to purchase stages. So I can go in here and I can spend 5,000 gold and I can purchase the first 20 stages, at least this month. I think in month 3, they will allow you to purchase a stage for 250 gold per stage. But for 5,000, I can purchase the first 20 stages. So that takes me up to right here, where I get the new bounty rammer, which is just for 3 million. I can upgrade it to a bond rammer, and that's where I've seen people say, well, that's a paywall because that rammer is 2.5% faster than any other rammer that's out there. Okay, yeah, it is. The rammer, is it a paywall? It is. I struggle with it because I just don't feel that that's fair that I can purchase 20 stages. I don't think they should sell the stages, period. You should just have to play the games, get the points, do as you get what you get, and call it good. This ability to purchase the extra stages, it doesn't sit well with me, and I'm struggling. I could do it. I might do it. I don't know. I'm torn. I guess that's my own morality, if there is any in this game. If you can honestly say that I struggle with that one. So we'll touch base on that and see how it goes. That's my opinion. I think the figuring out Battle Pass is pretty straightforward, but it's just these purchasing stages, and I think that Battle Pass is really good. And then when I saw this in common test, I thought, cool, I like the Battle Pass, and I can deal with the improved rewards, but I couldn't get past the purchase stage. I couldn't, and I mentioned that in a Taker Talk. I hope that when they delayed putting it out, I thought, okay, they're taking that purchase stage out. No, they didn't. I don't know why they delayed it, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. So, do with it what you will. I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money. I'm not here to say you got to play the game and be, upstanding and all that. I mean, obviously I run mods, and there are people that say XVM is the curse of the game, and I don't believe that. I don't believe in the anonymizer, but people like to play under anonymous, so that's fine. Do what you want. I'm just telling you, as a personal average Joe player, these are the things that I struggle with. So anyway, back to the websites. On Stash Report, we got a lot of information. There's an A46 British Tier 6 light tank coming in Super Test. Looks pretty cool. Hey, I mean, it looks fun. Maybe it'd be worthwhile. We'll see how that goes and where it takes us. We've got some changes in Super Test of the ISU 152K. Looks like they might have nerfed it a little bit. Aim time from 3.26 to 3.36. Okay. Accuracy from 0.39 to 0.41. So they're not nerfing it much. They're just kind of softening it a little bit. View range from 360 to 350, and the mobility 440 to 435. General mobility parameter, most likely terrain resistance, has been changed. So, excuse me, some changes are happening. Will they nerf it totally before it gets here? I don't know. Clan Rivals, Industrial Frontier, don't know much about that, but I've watched some of those games. They're pretty fun. Compensation in Frontline. So apparently, when Frontline came out on the 9th, the game wasn't mech'd to what they said it would take to progress through the stages on the website. I didn't notice it. I got so involved in the game I really didn't pay attention. But apparently it wasn't mech'd right. So there was a patch on the 10th. The problem with that patch is it didn't go back and recalculate everything that we earned on the 9th and put us in the right position. Like maybe we should be, I ended the 9th at tier 9 or at level 9, stage 9, whatever, 9, number 9. And maybe I should have been at 11. Maybe I should have been at 10 and a half. I don't know. But it didn't calculate that. So on the 10th, when I fired up, I was still at 9. Even though they had apparently fixed the progression scheme. So apparently, for those of us who played on the first day, the 9th, we would get an extra expedition token. So if you didn't get all 3 tokens at the start of season 2 or round 2 or whatever they're going to call it, then you'll end up with 3. So if you had 2 at the end of round 1, you're supposed to get 3. Now, the one caveat on this, the blogs like Armored Patrol and the Daily Bounce and Stash Report, they're all based in Europe and Russia, right? So it's hard to tell if they're talking about Frontline through all of us, or is it just Frontline over in the EU? I can't see where the game has different versions of Frontline for the different servers. And I can't see where if it didn't work right in EU, the same code isn't worked in the NA is in the NA, so it must have not worked right here too, right? So just some thoughts. That's my opinion. I don't know if it's true. We won't know until season 2 or session 2 or whatever 2 comes out, and then we'll all see if we have extra. I ended with 3 tokens, so if I have 4, then we know it was everybody. So just something to keep an eye out. The good thing is that they figured out the problem, they addressed the problem, and they're compensating the problem. So good on you, Wargaming. That's a step in the right direction for customer service. What else do we have? Some information about Battle Pass, stuff like that. There was, see if I can bring it up here. I think it was on Armor Patrol. Some information about World of Tanks. There was a new tier 8 that I saw. Let's see. Oh, where are you at? I'm sorry I didn't have this ready for you. There's the tier 6. Information about that. Lorraine. Nope, I guess not. But there was some information about a tier 8, and I apologize, but it looks like there's a tier 8 bat chat in Super Test, so be on the lookout for that. Other than that, there's not a lot of news going on. So, that's pretty much the the quick and easy, down and dirty. Shout out to everybody that came and watched my streams and Platoon. I greatly appreciate it. We'll look for new scheduling on the Twitch channel for this upcoming week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is, and we'll look for the new logos. And I will be setting up a merchandise site, a store for T-shirts for those of you who really appreciate Bonsai Duck, coffee mugs, that type of scenario. So I have to get the time to do it. I've got to buckle down and get it done. But that's pretty much it. Have a good weekend. See you on the battlefield. This is Bonsai Duck out.